right.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pop Culture Playbook podcast. I'm your host, Tatyana Arrington.
And I'm your co-host, Simone Umba.
And I just want to start off by saying Happy New Year. I am so excited that we are doing this. I feel like, at least for me, this is definitely something that I've wanted to do for a while. And it's at the top of the year, it's fresh, it's happening. So I'm giddy. I'm on cloud nine right now.
I feel like this is long overdue because I feel like people know that we do pop culture.
Yeah.
But only a few know that we're in the same city. They're just like, why don't you guys link up?
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I felt too. So like for a little backstory, I mean, if you're listening to this and you don't know who I am, my name is Tatyana Arrington. I'm an entertainment journalist, pop culture junkie. So I've been featured in Essence, Today, BBC News. Basically, I'm saying like, check the resume.
As you can see, she has a 9-to-5 job.
I'm obsessed with pop culture, ever have been since I was a kid. And I feel like, I'm always yapping to my friends about it and they'll indulge me. But I really wanted to set out to find a community who's also really interested in this as well. So I remember, so Simone and I get to see everything early.
Yeah.
And after Wicked Part 1, we're talking to our media friends. We're yapping about this, yapping about that. Oh, Ariana, Cynthia, like, da, da, da. And I remember there was this moment I pulled you to the side a little bit, like very Mission Impossible vibes. And I don't even know why I pulled you to the side like that. I think it's because I'm dramatic. And I was just like, hey, so what if we did a podcast together? And then you were like, yeah.
I was like, yeah. I mean, that's always been something that's been on my mind for a while. I just never had the time because I'm busy as
Yeah,
hell.
same, honestly.
So when she came to me with the idea, I was like, yeah, that's an awesome idea. I feel like we should have been starting this.
Right. And then I was like, wait, really? And then you were like, yeah. And I was like, no, but really? And then
I was so chill with my answer, y'all.
So she was like, yeah. And I was like, no. And not that I was thinking you were gonna, not that I thought you were gonna be a hard sell or anything, but I was gonna have to jump through hoops. So I just didn't expect you to say yes so quickly. But I was excited. I was like, okay, yay. Then we're gonna do it.
And now here we are.
So our first episode, we wanted to do 2025 predictions, but we also want to take it back to 2024 before we jump into 2025. So what did you think about 2024, like as a whole, pop culture?
It was a mess.
Yes.
So much going on.
Yeah.
I had tried to keep up with it, but then I lost track and I was missing weeks. And I was like, yep, you know what? I'm going to just keep it here. End of year recap. We're just going to leave that to everybody else. I'm tired.
Yes. I feel like the year was very much what Cat Williams said at the beginning of the year, like everything that is darkness is going to come to the light.
That man opened a portal.
He opened the portal. And I said at the end of the year, he should have did another interview to close the portal, but instead it's still open. So
it's still open.
So who knows?
It's only been like 5 days.
Yeah. Who knows what this year is going to be? But yeah, I feel like that really sums up the year. Like everything that was evil or whatever, or shady, he literally said it's God's side and the other side. And, everything that is truth will come to light. And I feel like that's what the entire year was about.
Yeah. A lot of truth was going on, even outside like the pop culture sphere, but that's like a whole nother conversation. But last year was probably just every week something was going on.
Yeah, it was hard to keep up with too. I was like, okay, so now these people are beefing. Okay, now these people are beefing. Oh, okay, this happened. Like, what do you think? I mean, it's hard to pick like a biggest moment, but what do you think was like the biggest moment?
Like you said, there's so much, and I already know which one you're gonna say. I'm gonna say it just because. I'm gonna say mine just because it's like different from the other one.
Okay.
And we're still dealing with it a little bit. The Antifa's drama that was in August to now in January.
Well, August for us a little bit more because we kind of got the tea early on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, y'all don't like know, like a lot of people who like work in entertainment, like we all know each other,
Mhm.
whether if we're commentators or we're journalists or critics or
Mhm.
people who work on like the business side, like PR, we be talking to each other all the time, like
Yeah.
in different cities. So like we
Mhm.
be knowing stuff. So when it came to like all that stuff, there was stuff that has come out now that we knew like all the way back in
Right,
August.
right. And I remember when Simone texted me and you were like, "You can't tell anybody." I was like, "Okay, I won't tell anybody." But it
Meanwhile,
was
I told like three other people and I told them don't say anything.
I told one friend. I told my best friend only because like she's not going to tell anybody. She obviously didn't tell anybody and it was like everybody just knows to tell us things together because then it just stays with us and it's
Hmm.
done. So I told one friend, but she completely forgot about it. And so then when the news broke at the end of the year, she was like, "Oh, this is crazy. I thought this
Yeah.
died." And I was like, "No."
Yeah. By September, a lot of people were just like, okay, I guess the story is dead.
Mhm.
And then 2 days before Christmas, I wake
Yeah.
up to a TMZ article. I'm like, what is going on?
Mhm.
But first of all, how y'all filing right before Christmas?
Well,
Are
oh,
the courthouses still open?
oh, they're always open, I feel. Diddy's trying to get out,
Oh god. He ain't getting out. He's not getting out. But that's another that's
That's
another
a
another
that's a
part.
that's
We'll get to that later.
yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, I don't think this was the biggest moment, but this was like a personal, impactful, sad thing that happened for me is Liam Payne's passing. I never really talked about it besides like with friends and things like that, but anybody who knows me, One Direction, those were my boys. Like I was a diehard 1D stan. And Liam, I had followed them all on their personal journeys, love all of them. And Liam was the one that I feel like still like even up until, his passing, still engaged with the fans, still was very like 1D heavy and, really took the time to like not let those memories go to pass. And
Mhm.
just that it was just really, really heartbreaking and shocking. It was something I didn't expect, and, I was just so sad and I mean, not to kill the vibe, but I was just, really sad and heartbroken over that because I'm such a I mean, even to this day, I'm such a One Direction fan, and that time I think about that time in life and it just makes me so happy and I have those memories and I never got to see them live
Mm.
either. I had a ticket and story for a different day, but I chose like a career move over going to story of my life over going to the concert and I don't regret it at all, but like I always thought they would do a reunion concert and get back
Yeah.
together and now that'll never happen and I'll never see that and it was just really really sad. Yeah, so that was like a big one last year where I was like, oof, this is tough.
This is where y'all about to see my unhinged side. When she said like sad, I thought she was gonna talk about the Kendrick Drake beef because she's one of Aubrey's angels and she went through it, y'all. Meanwhile, I was having a time. I was laughing. I was getting it to the songs in the car.
Listen, Not Like Us is a great song. It's a bop. I won't deny it, but it really is me and Aubrey against the world at this
You
point.
and Aubrey against the world. Really?
I will
Really?
listen. This is the man that made Hours in Silence. I will never turn on him. He made Shot for Me. He made Passion Fruit. Like, do y'all not hear the material?
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I still bop the cameras. Like cameras is still like a great edit song
Like,
to
let's
some of my faves.
let's talk about it. Like this man, first of all, and we could talk about this later, but the fake Drake hate is just getting annoying. It's getting crazy. It's getting out of
Is
hand.
it fake though?
I feel like a lot of it is fake.
Did we forget the Scorpion era?
What was the Scorpion?
Adonis.
Oh, I mean, okay, listen.
That's where like the fan base of Drake kind of fell off a little bit.
You think so?
Yeah, because it's mainly women.
Because you can't make us hate Drake. Sorry, like the bops are too good, the music's too good. Like you got to come up with something else.
As y'all can listen, or you're probably watching on video, we are going to counter on many things.
Yes, yes, yes. But I won't deny, Kendrick had a great impactful year. Not Like Us is a bop. Like I've bopped to it just on occasion, Drake, if you're listening. But I mean, yeah, I Drake is gonna come back, and I think if it's not this year, it'll be 2026. Like his reign isn't completely done. I do think he should go to Turks for a little bit and like chill. Like I don't think like continuously dropping has been helping. Like I think he should really just disappear for a bit. But I mean, Kendrick and SZA are set to go on this tour. The Super
Yep.
Bowl's coming up. I don't
Mhm.
know what's gonna happen with that. But I guess we'll see.
So just for a note,
Mhm.
on Super Bowl Sunday, will I have to do a wellness check on you if he does not like us?
No, you won't. I'm gonna be okay.
Okay.
But the some of the other angels may lose some wings that day. Because I'm really trying to figure out, is he really going to get on a worldwide stage and do and say Drake, I hear you. Like, is he really gonna do that?
I mean, he did it on Prime Video. He'll probably maybe do it on streaming. We might get a clean version if we're gonna be honest.
Yeah. Oh, it'll definitely be clean.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, is he really gonna I'm curious. I can't wait to see. Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
It'll be a fun day.
yeah. But and I'm also interested to hear how this will maybe change Drake's music because it seems like everybody hates him now. And I don't know if that's like a feeling that
Not
he's
everybody.
I mean,
That's a
not
little bit dramatic.
me, but like, everybody else.
I think that last summer was a long time coming because the men don't like be out with it,
Mhm.
but they do be beefing,
Mhm.
which is how we got Kendrick's feature on Like That, where
Mhm.
he said F the big three. And I'm like,
Right.
oh, wait, what's
Which
going on?
I never even looked at as a diss until I somebody pointed it out to me and was like, "Oh, they're saying they're the big 3, but he's number 3." And him, Drake and J. Cole are 1 and 2. And I was
Who
like,
the hell put him at number three?
but I'm saying I think that's how Kendrick took the song.
Oh,
Like when he says, are we the big 3 who they're basically saying, "Oh, we're 1 and 2 and you're 3." I think that's how he took it, but that's
hmm
not how I took it. They've always been the big 3. And depending on who the fan is, you shuffle them around. Kendrick,
yeah. Whenever I hear like big three anything, I just think it's just a shuffle, not a ranking.
meet same. That same. And it depends on the fan. Like if you're a Drake fan, it's going to be Drake, Cole, Kendrick. If you're a Kendrick fan, it's going to be Kendrick, Cole, Drake.
hmm
If you're a J. Cole, like
Yeah.
you just shuffle them however, but they've been the big 3 for the last like 10 years, so
Yep.
yeah. Okay, well, I guess those were like some of the biggest moments in 2024. So we can move on to 2025
Yep.
and talk about our predictions. Now, we know that we're late and we know that you've probably seen um predictions from people all over the internet. Do we care? No. Ours going to be the best? Yes. Should you listen to ours? Yes. So, without further ado, okay, do you want to go first? I see you have your phone in your
I'll
hand.
go first.
Okay. I made, start and stop you and be like, "Oh, I
Yeah.
agree with that," or whatever. Okay, go ahead. Take it
Okay,
away.
so I made a list, y'all, and I was very
Okay.
specific.
Okay.
And I have a couple that I added just from after the year started.
Mhm.
And I feel I'm going to start with this one because he is the internet's boyfriend and I have to fight for my life. Mr. Aaron Pierre.
Uh-huh. Is he
I
the
thi-
internet's boyfriend or Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Why'd you give me that
Go
look?
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Where you been the last week? Okay, so I have two for him. One, I feel like he's going to be in an R&B artist music video at some point. My pick is
Mm,
Victoria Monet.
I would love that.
And second, I have him and Kelvin doing Bad Boys 5.
Mm.
And if Sony, if you're watching this, and if you actually do this, I would like my credit. I
Or at
feel
least an invite to the premiere.
Thank you. And if they do 5 to where they're about to retire and they're
Mhm.
training up new ones, I feel like Kelvin and Aaron will be great just
Yeah.
because one, they give out the same like brother like energy, and two, everyone's saying that Aaron looks like Will Smith. I'm just like, well, might as well.
Yeah. Okay. I'm here for both of those so far.
All right, my second one is Cowboy Carter tour will be announced on the 14th.
Can't wait.
I know everyone's saying, "Oh, it's a deluxe, it's a tour, it's a documentary, it's a Spanish album." Y'all, it's a tour.
So you think it's a tour?
I'm saying it right now, it's a tour.
Okay. All
If
right. You
not,
heard it
then
here first.
I will go on my page and said I was wrong.
Mhm.
I will eat crow.
Okay.
So this one just like popped out at me.
Mhm.
I feel like there's gonna be an Usher biopic announced. I feel like he's
Mm.
pretty much had the last 2 years have just been like big years for him.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's like down the line.
Okay.
Another one I got is a Kardashian fade out. And I think with currently where people are with like celebrity
Mhm.
culture and just kind of like their status and relevancy is kind of dwindling like
Mhm.
year by year, I
Mhm.
feel like we're gonna see them fade out. We probably might see some stunts, but I think they're just gonna like kind of like fade out in regards to relevancy.
Interesting. So I have the opposite because I feel like the Kardashian Jenners are like roaches. Like you think you've killed it, but it's like, "Oh,
He's so bland.
I can actually live without my head for 3 weeks." So I actually think that a Kardashian Jenner is either going to enter in a big relationship next year or somebody's going to get pregnant that will pull everybody's attention
Mhm.
back. So will they do their usual stunts? Yes, but there will be one big stunt, whether it is a relationship or a pregnancy, that
We'll
will
know after this episode.
absolutely, that will, keep us enthralled for the next year.
All right. This one, I think we're gonna get another Harry Styles album this year.
Absolutely, and I
I feel like
can't
it's
wait.
time. I feel
I
like it's
think it's
time.
time as well. Harry, I love you.
So Diddy will be convicted. I know his trial's in May, which
Mhm.
ironically is the same day as the Met Gala. So we're gonna be working on that day.
Whoa.
Yeah. One of
Okay.
my friends mentioned it. I was like, oh my God, that is the same day.
Wow. That's a
That is not.
crossover I I would never expect. Interesting. Okay.
All right, this one is for the Swifties. Reputation TV will actually drop because y'all been waiting that album for like
Yes.
over a year.
Yes. I think I put that on my list as well. I think Reputation is coming, and I think there's going to be a big collab that will be unexpected for Reputation. I used to think it was going to be Drake, but with the kind of year that Drake's been having, I
Yeah.
don't think it's going to be Drake anymore. Um, I don't know, if Future's going to come back, Ed Sheeran, some of those people, but I think a big person, something
Hmm.
big is going to happen with, because that was a lot of, I don't know, a lot of people didn't like that era, but I,
That's the one album I like from
there's a
her.
few bangers on
Yeah.
Reputation. So yeah.
So this one is a twofer.
Okay.
Mind you, I did this on like December 30th.
Okay.
So Blake Lively's lawsuit kind of sparks Me Too Part 2 with women coming out about their past experience on set. We've only seen a couple.
Mhm.
And then Justin Baldoni kind of like exits Hollywood. Regardless of where this lawsuits go,
Mhm.
I feel like he's going to leave Hollywood after.
Mhm.
Just
Okay.
because
Yeah.
all of it's like going on, it's a lot.
It's a lot, and there's a lot of conflicting stories, I feel, too, so we'll see.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
This is on like a social media front. If TikTok gets banned, we are gonna see a rise in podcasts from a lot of people.
You don't say.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah.
say. Well, you know which one to listen to.
Hmm. This next one, I feel like we're going to see a good bit of sequels be in their flop season, just because there's so many, and I feel like people are really tired of the sequels. Even though we know like Hollywood is going to make the sequels because it makes a lot of money. We saw it
Mhm.
last year,
Yeah.
but I feel like people are going to be so overwhelmed by how many, and just kind of be tired of it. And it really just depends on how it's rolled out. Because there
Mhm.
are some sequels that don't need to be sequels. I'm not going to name which one, but there are just some that don't need to be sequels.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
This one's for my book talk people. There's going to be a big book adaptation wave. I've been saying this since like 2023, and a lot of them have been announced. A lot of them were in production. I feel like we're going to get a lot like starting Q2 because a lot of them are in the works. I know if you're like an Emily Henry reader, people will be on a vacation. They're filming in NOLA, and I think that's gonna get a release like Q4. And then for people who like Fourth Wing, they are going to the races with that book. I feel like that's gonna get like casted soon.
Mhm.
And then there's just so many like different like romance adaptations. Well, like let me like amend that. there's a big adaptation wave, but it's going to be a big romance adaptation wave because people are craving rom-coms so bad.
And that's on my list too, but like, please, I'm praying,
Yep. That's definitely
hoping,
going to happen.
wishing. Yeah.
Reality TV OG shows or bow out. I feel like that's going like down the pipeline, specifically with Bravo. And I've talked to a lot of my Bravo like mutuals about this,
Mhm.
and I feel like we're going to see a lot of them kind of like exit. We're kind of seeing it with like Vanderpump Rules
Mhm.
with the new cast.
Yeah.
So I think they're just gonna like phase out.
Okay. Wait, so like Bravo shows are going to be on the decline? Or they're going to be phasing out old people to bring in new people?
I feel like there's going to be some. I feel like we're going to see the people phase out, but then we're going to see other shows just completely like on the chopping block.
Okay. Okay.
So Euphoria will get delayed one more time.
Yep.
And then get canceled.
Yep. I have that too.
Yep.
Like you let it go. Let it go. I'm so good. I'm so good. Even though Rude never, got that lady's money back, it's fine. It's fine. I'm over it.
Yep. And we ain't got Gia next season, so I don't know why we keep continuing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So my next one, and this one I'm really hoping for, I want Normani to leave RCA. I'm begging at this point. I have been rooting for her since Fifth Harmony. I been following her since she signed her contract. I need my good sis to be released from the hold of that label and just finally thrive. After her Spotify performance, I was like, my girl needs to be free, please.
Yeah.
Then I have, for my Love Island watchers, PPG makes their acting debuts. I don't know where, but I feel like it'll be a cameo, but I feel like they're like moving in that way, especially since a lot of them are signed to agencies. Their acting debuts are going to happen this year.
I could definitely see that for Cordell.
Oh, Cordell just be booking like every week.
Yeah, yeah. And I could even see that for Serena or Leah as well.
Oh yeah, definitely Leah.
Yeah. I feel like Janae may go like beauty.
Oh yeah.
Beauty route.
She definitely is in that beauty route already.
Yeah. So, but I could see that for sure.
All right, my next one, and this is what I'm hoping for. Cynthia Erivo wins Best Actress at the Oscars. I am hoping. I am praying.
Yeah.
We need that.
Okay. I don't know if I think that's going to happen. I that would be great. I think she is in the lead right now, but I don't know.
Well, let's just hope.
Yeah, we'll hope.
All right. This one, I actually have to add like a little bit to this because stuff developed before we came in today. Justin Bieber retires. I see a Bieber retirement. I know people are saying like, oh, he needs to do his own Eras tour. Y'all, that man is a daddy. He loves like being a family man, living on a farm. He is gonna retire.
Yeah. Listen, and I get it. I would love a Bieber Eras tour as well. And I would be in attendance, but I don't think it's gonna happen either. Like,
yeah.
I think those days may be done, like Rihanna.
Also, I think he might sue Scooter for lost wages because he just unfollowed him off Instagram
Did he?
last night. Yeah, that was last night, girl.
Oh, piping hot tea.
I know. I should have texted you this morning.
Hey, right?
Anyway,
You should have.
I feel like on the celebrity brand fund, we're gonna see a lot of drink brands pop up. Not more so alcoholic. I think smoothies, energy drinks. Because I feel like last year we had like a lot of hair care and skincare.
Perfumes.
So I feel like we're gonna get like a lot of like different drink brands launching.
Yeah. Okay. I could see that.
Just skipping over engagements. I put a whole section for this.
All right. I love it.
Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater. I feel like she's our Elizabeth Taylor. Like she loves love.
That's what I said. I remember I told you that. Like I think she is our Elizabeth Taylor as well, and I could definitely see an engagement in her future.
Yep.
She seems so happy. So yeah.
So my next one is Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I feel like I honestly thought that they were gonna announce an engagement on like New Year's Day, but I think
that would have been cute.
Yeah, I don't know where like the Chiefs are like Super Bowl wise. So
we don't know. This isn't a sports podcast. Yeah, we don't know anything about sports. We only know who the hot players are. Okay,
so. I don't know where like the Chiefs stand in regards to like the Super Bowl.
I think they're doing good.
Yeah, I think they're doing good. Depending on how it goes, I feel like I think with them, I feel like it'll be a private proposal and then they'll announce it later. Just because they're so public, like individually and even
Mhm.
more together, and
Mhm.
even with like the last year, they have had so many eyes on them.
Mhm.
I feel like they would want that, and like Travis want to do that in private.
I think so too, and I think it's really gonna be on some, like, lover girl stuff
Oh
because we
yeah.
we know our girl Taylor is a lover
Oh
girl.
yeah.
So,
She's a hopeless romantic.
yes, that's, that's why she's my sister in that way. So I foresee that too. And I think we'll find out about it after, and then Taylor, feel free to put the details in the music
Yeah.
so then we can decipher it, and then we can be like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh my god, he actually," and then, we all crash out.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, my next one. This is the one that I had like last year, but I'm bringing into this year.
Okay.
Jordan Woods and Carl.
Yes, I had that on my list too.
Yeah.
I think it's time.
How
Um,
long has it been? Like 5 years?
but they're young, so
Oh yeah,
I
they're
so I
young.
get
She's like
it.
the same age as me. Like they're young. Yeah.
Yeah, so I get it, but it's make that WAG title official.
Yeah, especially since he's in New York now. I was so
Mhm.
happy when he got traded to New York. I was like, my girl about to stunt. She
Everybody was
about to
like, "Oh, we
stunt.
just want to see the fits." That like sports what? Uh Want to see Jordan courtside at that game and what she's wearing. Yeah,
All
agree.
right, my last one. This is one I brought from last year, and I feel like we won't find out about this until like later.
Mhm.
Tom and Zendaya.
Yes, I think it's going to be at the end of the year though,
Yeah.
because they're both working.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of projects that are coming that they're filming. It's gonna, that are gonna be pop out in 2026. And when we do see Zendaya on them carpets in 2026,
Yep. She's gonna
we
be
want
wearing that
to we
ring.
want to see that
We're
ring.
gonna see that ring on
But
the
I
right
think it's
finger.
gonna be incredibly private. We're not gonna know
Oh yeah, we won't
until
know for
6 months
we won't know for
after.
months.
We won't know at all.
We
But
won't.
yeah.
So for weddings, I'm in my wedding section.
Oh,
I only have a couple.
okay.
Selena and Benny Blanco, I feel like they're gonna get married. I feel like she's already planning that wedding. Probably, well, depending on like her schedule is, probably will have it like spring, summer
I
ish.
see her as a spring summer girl as
Yeah.
well.
Then Halsey and Ava and Jorga, I see them getting married this year, probably like in a private, like small ceremony.
I could see that too. Yeah. With
And
candles.
yeah.
Yep.
And then I see Jonathan Majors and Megan Good getting married this year.
No comment.
Yeah. It's gonna
No comment
leave it
from
at
me.
that.
Okay.
Okay. And then my last section on my list is kind of like my next up list, like the next like people to get like really booked a lot on like main headlines just
Okay.
all over the internet.
All right.
This someone you actually interviewed recently, Ryan
Uh-uh.
Destiny.
Yeah.
I
Love
am praying for her to get booked in a black adaptation romance. I'm
my
literally putting
girl.
out to the universe.
I think once everybody sees the fire inside, which if you haven't seen it yet, what are you doing?
Yep.
I think they're gonna realize like she is one to watch,
Mm-hmm.
and I hope that will like blossom more for her.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Another one, Drew Starkey.
Yes. Oh my
Definitely
God.
with like queer, like just from like the reactions from like the film festivals. I'm like, oh yeah. That's why I was thinking he was gonna get killed off of Outer Banks this season. Because I knew he was gonna get more booked after that.
No. Out, he's too good. Do you know I was watching on a cruise? I just had like some downtime and The Hate You Give came on.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know Drew Starkey was the cop that shot Algie Smith
He was in that?
in The Hate You Give?
That was him?
Yes.
I didn't know that was him.
Yes. Literally. I'm watching it and then my sister's like, he looks a little familiar. And at the same time, the next time they showed a clip of him, we were both like, Rafe? Rafe
Oh my
was in The
God.
Hate You Give. Yes.
You know what? Now if you say that, with that, plus the way Rafe be acting when it comes to what is JD's character's name?
Pope.
Pope. Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
way he is with Pope, I feel like he can go the Will Poulter route or like Jesse Clemens when it comes to like playing a racist white man. I feel like he'll do that really well.
I love Drew Starkey. He's great, but he does have that look.
Yeah.
He does have that look.
He
Yeah.
does have the look. Another one, again, my internet husband, Aaron Pierre. I feel like he's gonna get booked on more stuff. I know he has Green Lanterns,
Mm.
and then he has like a supporting role in the morning show.
Okay.
But I feel like we're going to see him booked on like a couple more projects this year, and a
I,
couple of those get announced.
yeah, I think so too.
My next one, and before y'all start, yes, I know she's big in music. I'm saying acting wise.
Mm-hmm.
Ariana Grande, I feel like she's going to get booked in more acting projects, especially with how much love she's getting this award season alone. She is going to be announced for a lot of stuff. A lot of people are hoping she's cast in like an Audrey Hepburn biopic.
But I know a lot of people also want Lily Collins for that, so that's interesting. But yes, my girl can go to any studio she wants. She can get anything she wants. Ariana, the acting world now is your oyster, you queen, and you're getting that Oscar. You are getting an Oscar this year, and that's that. They better give my girl that supporting Oscar, and I don't want to hear anything else about it.
We'll be back with our Oscar predictions in a later episode. Anyway.
Sorry, I got a little carried away thing.
So on a music front, Glorilla, I feel like last year was a really great year for her.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to like her touring with Megan and her debut album. I think she's definitely going to tour like this summer solo. I feel like she has enough of a catalog and enough of a fan base to fill out those seats.
Okay. I can see her touring with somebody though.
Yeah, I feel like she definitely will have like a couple of openers.
Okay.
Then I see Doechii taking over this year.
The rise of Doechii.
Especially after The Nile is a River. That video, I'm just like the creativity is immaculate. Yes. I feel like she's definitely going to tour again. I feel like we might get a debut from her too. Because the last project was an EP / mixtape. So I feel like we're going to get a debut from her this year. Yes.
And you know what I would love too with Doechii? You know how SZA is a fan of Ben Stiller and then he was in the Drive video? Elle Fanning, I want this for you, girl. I want Doechii to put her in a video or do something with her because she has been talking about her on her entire press tour. Forget the movie she was in. She's like, hey, did you guys listen to Doechii this year? If you didn't, you should get on that.
It is so fun to hear like different people say who their favorite artist is because it'd be so random.
So like I would have never expected that. But now I want something for her for that. Yeah.
And then lastly, these are my faves. I feel like Flo is going to have a phenomenal 2025.
I hope that.
They're about to kick off their tour. Well, they're going to do the Euro leg of their tour in March, and then they're going to do North America in April. And they just had a really great year. Whoever's on their team, they put together their year so great. They opened for Kehlani on their tour. They also had their debut album come out in the fall, and I feel like them dropping it like close to the tail end of the year was a really great time because when they go on tour, people are going to want to play the album again, especially with the deluxe additional tracks. And they are like in the Grammys' ear. The Grammys are naming them as top artists to watch for 2025.
I love that.
So that best new artist Grammy, that best R&B album Grammy, it's right there.
Let's go. Right there. I love it.
But yeah, that's my list.
That was a pretty good list.
Yep. I took my time with that one.
Damn. Well, we can get to my list. I don't know if it's going to be as good, but all right. I think Angel Reese is going to get a boyfriend this year.
Oh, yeah. I thought she was already dating somebody.
Who?
No, I just thought she was dating somebody already.
Is she? I thought she was single. Okay, we'll come back and confirm.
We'll come back for that.
Yeah, but if not, I think, she's been about her business. She's been about her money, but come on now. I think it's time. So I think somebody's going to pop out with her. I think Sabrina Carpenter is going to start dating an athlete.
That is interesting. I think she'll probably date like either a football or soccer player.
Yeah. She's gonna enter her WAG era, and I would love to see it. No more musicians. Maybe an actor, sure. Another actor could be cool, but I see an athlete for her. Lana Del Rey and her husband. Also, listen, I love Lana. I love her music, but I think they're either gonna get a divorce or get pregnant, or maybe both.
I definitely see the divorce route.
And then
I see a divorce
that album is going to hit. Now, listen, and I want to say, I'm not hoping for this. It's just a prediction, so chill out. I think we're gonna have a Madeline Klein resurgence. So I think you
Yeah.
said, Drew Starkey. So I think
Yeah.
Madeline's gonna be in that boat as
Yeah, I
well.
feel like she had, like, a really good rise when it came to, like, Glass Onion, and then it
Mm-hmm.
kinda, like, went down after that.
Mm-hmm.
So
But then
I
it
f
came back when Outer Banks came
Yeah.
back
Yeah, I
because
definitely
yeah,
think I Know What You Did Last Summer is definitely going to put her back in the conversation,
same.
and then whenever, like, season 5 comes out for Outer Banks,
Yep.
that's definitely gonna, like,
Yep.
shoot her back up.
Yeah. And then she'll have like everything lined up,
Mhm.
booked. So Madeline this summer, we want to see the fits. Please be ready. I think Timothy and Kylie will walk the red carpet at the Met Gala together.
I have a counter. I think they're
Okay.
gonna walk the Oscar carpet together. I
Okay.
see that happening.
Okay. Okay. I think One Direction is going to do some type of tribute to Liam
I can see
this
that
year.
happening. Yeah.
I think we are going to get an Alexa Demi post.
Oh my god, I keep forgetting that girl exists. My goodness.
Alexa Demi, please, just one post this year.
Oh lord.
I would actually prefer two. I was gonna put two, but I would please just at least one. One post from Alexa Demi. Now the rest of these aren't predictions, they're just things that I want to happen. Sony, A24, Warner Brothers. I don't care who does it. We need Tom Holland in a rom-com.
I feel like he just cuz I know he just picked up
Uh-huh.
like a book adaptation.
Uh-huh.
Cuz I know he just started his production company with like one of his like
Yeah.
co-partners and his brother. So I think we're going to get that soon.
Yeah. I just want an announcement. It's obviously probably not going to come out this year, but I
Mhm.
need an announcement.
Yeah.
This man is too charming, too funny, too charismatic. Like he just has it for a
Mhm.
rom-com. And we're ready to spend the money.
Oh yeah,
Like if
absolutely.
anyone but you taught you anything
Mhm.
is that Valentine's Day 2026 Tom better be in a movie
Yeah.
that we can all go spend our money on. Like
Mhm.
it's time. What are we
Yeah, I
doing?
feel like he's been trying to do like everything separate from Spider-Man. I'm just like, listen, sir, the rom-com genre just might be the one.
But I don't know if it's the studios or if it's I don't know who's to blame, but like this is what the people want.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think okay, like I said, these are not predictions. These are just things I want to happen. I think Sydney Sweeney should do a rebrand.
You know what? I'm not gonna be shocked by that, especially since she has this book adaptation coming out. I
Mhm.
can't remember the title right now. I think it's The Housemaid.
I don't
I
know.
think she's starring in that with like
Okay.
Amanda Seyfried and the one guy from it, Antivis, he played Atlas. I feel like that's definitely going to take like a turn for her career,
Mhm.
just because a lot of times of course she's known for Euphoria, but
Mhm.
everyone knows her for her body. But I think with The Housemaid, that's definitely going to transition her into being taken more serious because I think she's also a producer on it as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's just kind of how I feel too because I have loved her business moves. I
Mhm.
feel like she has handled her business and
Mhm.
branching out from Euphoria extremely well. And when I hear her talk about her business moves, I'm like, Sydney, yes. But then on the other hand, her focus has been like the male gaze.
Yeah.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think that is what is going to help your brand's longevity is having the male gaze.
Mhm.
Men don't buy Miu Miu.
Yeah.
Men aren't the ones that were going to see anyone but you by themselves.
Mhm.
They were dragged there by somebody
Mhm.
more than likely. And I think, I mean, not to compare, I think like Sabrina Carpenter is somebody who has been
Yeah.
able to be really sexy, but also still appeal to women.
Mhm.
Like everybody was talking about, the Juno position, but it never came across like it was for men or that she was trying to be sexy,
Mhm.
and it came across like we were all at a sleepover, and
Mhm.
it's like, "Have you ever tried this one?" Like, that's what it didn't come across like freaked out, you know?
Mhm.
So, I think Sydney should do a rebrand where it's like, "Hey, less male gaze, more focus on women and being a boss babe."
Yeah, I feel like she'll definitely take like the boss babe route.
Yeah. I mean, you touched on a lot of the ones I had, like Travis and Taylor, um, Tom and Zendaya. Yeah. Oh, after I want Coleman Domingo and Kieran Culkin to do a project together.
Oh yeah, they need to link
That
up.
was my favorite actors on actors that I think I've seen in like a very long
Oh
time.
yeah.
It was so opposite ends of the spectrum, but
Mhm.
it works that I want to see them in a project together. I don't know what it should be or what it should, what should happen, but I want to see that.
Yeah, honestly, Coleman, Coleman and Kieran, like they just give off like Coleman gives off like bad bitch energy, and then like Kieran gives off like chaotic energy,
Yes,
and they
yes.
just match up so well.
It's a
Like we got
great.
so many memes from that. It's just like that's like, do you moisturize? And Coleman's like, I'm black. I'm like,
Right.
yes.
So I want to see them do something together. I think that would be great. Um and then randomly after watching, cuz this is pretty recent, after watching what was it? It was like the actresses roundtable.
Uh huh.
I would love to see Zendaya and Angelina Jolie do something together.
You know what? I had seen a couple of tweets talk about how Angelina was just in awe of Zendaya
Uh-huh.
because she was able to transition from the child star route to the adult actress route
Yeah.
and be able to take agency when it
Mhm.
comes to her career.
Mhm.
Like the way people talk about like Zendaya and Anne Hathaway working together at that commercial, I feel like Zendaya and Angelina would work great together.
Too much aura.
Oh
But
yeah,
I
absolutely.
but I'm ready. Like I would want that. And I felt the same way. And I mean, yeah. And then okay. So those are my predictions and things that I want to happen. So we'll see what. Also, I think we may get another Bieber baby, maybe. Maybe towards the end of the year, maybe maybe.
I feel like Haley gave him that baby and was like, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm
No, I think
done."
they're gonna want more. Like at least
I
one
feel like if
more.
she wants more, she's gonna space it out.
Yeah.
Like, what is she like? 29?
But Rihanna back to back to back.
Well,
Like
yeah, but Ravy's in her 30s.
okay, fair.
That's
Fair.
different.
Like let's, yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, side note,
Mhm.
this is back to like Aaron Pierre. So like people have been
Yes.
talking about like, oh my God, Lori Harvey's like plotting in the corner. I saw a video for basically somebody, one of my mutuals. She had talked about like, oh yeah, Aaron Pierre and Lori Harvey will be great. Lori Harvey commented to say, no, thank you, leave me alone.
She did?
She did.
Oh wow.
So this
Sh-
just tells y'all that people be seeing y'all videos and
Oh,
y'all
for sure.
comments.
For sure.
I know she was tired. And I'm just like, did we forget that she's with Damson?
Are they still together?
I have no idea.
I don't have any idea
I
either.
don't know. We'll
I
probably find out with the F1 premiere happening. I have no idea.
whoop, and there it is. Yep. Okay, yeah. So these were our 2025 predictions. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen this year. Before we close, who do you think is getting album of the year at the Grammys?
I want it to be Beyonce,
Mhm.
but knowing how they do my girl every year,
Mhm.
I think they probably will give it to Billie. And that's no shade to Billie. Like her last album was great.
I loved it, yeah.
Even though I wanted to go to Cowboy Carter, they're probably going to give it to Billie again, and that's going to be a stressful night. And I'm
That's
just
going to
going
be
to
a
go to I'm
stressful
going to go to bed
night.
right after they announce it. I'm just like, yeah, I'm shutting off all socials. I'm done.
That's
I'm
going to
going to go to
be,
bed.
yeah. What is it? It's short and sweet. Chapel Roan, Billy, Cowboy Carter, Andre 3000, Brat, like
Mhm.
Taylor, the Taylor of it all. So we're gonna see. I think it's gonna be Billy as well or Chapel.
Yeah.
That's my prediction. But I really liked Hit Me Hard and Soft.
Yeah.
But I also really loved Cowboy Carter. And also Miley Cyrus PSA. If we could get two most wanted this year, a
Miley,
special.
please perform at the Grammys.
Please,
Please.
Beyonce, Miley, please. I need
We
to see,
need this.
I need to
The
see
baby millennials need this.
I need to see two most wanted somewhere. Somewhere. I need y'all performing this song together. Please. Please. That is all. Thank you. Yeah, so this was our first episode.
Yep.
I hope you guys liked it. Tell your friends, tell your mother, tell your grandmother, Tell everybody. Wait, really quick. I saw people saying that they think Sabrina Carpenter is gonna fall off or fade out this year, and I'm like, I don't know where you got that
Who the
information.
heck is saying
Our
that?
girl got here, and she's here to stay.
She ain't going nowhere,
She's
y'all.
not going
No,
anywhere, baby.
she ain't going nowhere.
So hang that up, flat screen.
Nah.
Okay, I had to get that out. But yes, so this is our first episode. Hope you guys liked it. Stay tuned for more. We're officially releasing more episodes. Do we want to say the date or do we just want to say soon?
We're gonna say soon.
Soon. So just feel free to replay this one over and over. And you know, yeah, we're two Black girls who love pop culture.
Yep.
And we're excited to be doing this. New year, new us, new era.
Yeah.
So yeah. Should we plug anything? Is that how that works?
I mean, they can look in the description. It's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, follow me at XO Tatyana. Tatyana with a Y, like Tatyana Ali. So Tatyana.
And then y'all can follow me at the Simply Simone everywhere. I would say like the Valtava on TikTok, but I won't know what the app is after the 19th. So just follow me at the Va. It's fine.
And we may do like a mini, depending on what Beyonce announces, we may have to do like a mini breaking news episode.
Yeah, we'll probably do a breaking news episode.
Just
depending on where we are, we'll do a breaking news episode.
Right. We'll do something. All right. Well, thanks guys for listening to I almost forgot the name of the.
Oh my God. This is the first episode, y'all. We're getting used to this.
Thank you for listening to the Pop Culture Playbook, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.